Hey, welcome to Route 66, day 327. And we have a couple of chapters in the book of Acts that we're going to look at and see. Paul is going to stand before a guy by the name of Festus and then also Agrippa. And eventually he's going to appeal to Caesar. So he's just kind of going up the ladder. Chapter 25 of the book of Acts, Festus becomes the new governor. And the Jewish leaders again try to have Paul transferred so that they can kill him. They want to get rid of him. They really don't want him to be tried. They want to get rid of him. But Paul appeals to Caesar, and Festus brings Paul before King Agrippa to find out, to hear a cause. What I don't know much about this this group. You help me figure out what cause I should be sending him to Rome. And so what should we do? Chapter 26, Paul gives a powerful defense before Agrippa. Once again, he shares his testimony, his past as a persecutor, his encounter with Jesus, and his mission to proclaim the gospel to the Jews and the Gentiles. And then Agrippa says something that's, I love the phrase, almost you persuade me to be a Christian. And Paul says, I wish it wasn't almost. I wish it was altogether that you were a Christian. And he's almost. And how many people are almost a Christian, but they've just never made that decision? I hope that's not you. I hope you have fully trusted Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. Paul stands firm and is approved to go to Caesar, to Rome. Now, he doesn't. We don't have recorded that he did appear before Caesar, but he probably did. But that's not in the book of Acts. Some lessons from these two chapters. One, God opens the door for the gospel, even in courts and trials and hardships. Whenever you're going through stuff, God will open a door to be a witness, and you never know who's listening. It might be the person you're standing in front of, but it might be somebody that's overhearing you. So God will open some doors for the gospel, even some hard times. A second lesson, a consistent testimony builds credibility. Paul told the same story over and over and over again. He rehearsed it. Can I encourage you to have your own story of the gospel, of how Jesus saved you? Know it so that you can give it at a moment's notice, whether it be for a 5-minute talk, whether it be just a testimony like 30 seconds. Share it boldly. Know what you're going to say. Third lesson is some people come close to Jesus, but they actually never surrender. But we need to keep sharing faithfully. Sometimes if you've ever talked to somebody and say, would you like to be a Christian? They go, you know what? I've thought about it, but I'm not ready yet. Be careful. Don't get upset. Don't get mad. Don't say, okay, go to hell. Don't do that. Just realize, you know what? Okay, give you some time to think, but you need to make that decision. But be careful of that. So enjoy your reading.